In addition to being glamorous, being an F1 champion also means having a ton of money, and this is the case for Daniel Ricciardo. Let's take a look inside F1 champion Daniel Ricciardo's net worth. Total net worth. If you're a fan of Formula 1 racing, then you must be aware of who Daniel Ricciardo is. Daniel Joseph Ricciardo, born on January 1st, 1989, is an Australian F1 player who has made his name in the game. Daniel Ricciardo started his career as a test driver and made his debut in 2011 in the British Grand Prix as part of his deal with Red Bull. He currently plays for the Renault F1 team and has established himself as one of the champions in the game. Daniel Ricciardo's expertise has led to a lot of success for this Australian F1 champion, and he has made quite a ton of money. It was estimated that Daniel Ricciardo's net worth is a little over $50 million, and it seems like this figure will continue to grow for some time. Like many millionaires, Daniel is also able to spend his money on the luxuries of life, buying expensive properties, vehicles, and it seems like he has a particular fondness for traveling. Well, before we get into more details about F1 champion Daniel Ricciardo's net worth, if you're liking our content so far, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you want to stay updated with news about your favorite celebrities, make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification button so you can get notified every time we post a new video. Hefty salary. When we refer to Daniel Ricciardo as a champion, we say it for all the right reasons. Daniel Ricciardo is definitely one of the best in the game, from smoothly swerving past his competitors and reaching the finish line before anyone else, to giving his fans a race that they will always remember. He's undoubtedly one of the best F1 race car drivers we have seen on the tracks. Being the best at the game has some serious perks, and the major advantage, other than the massive adrenaline rush, is the massive salary that champions get. It was reported that only last year Daniel Ricciardo received a salary of $32 million. With his growing success and even larger fan base, it seems like Daniel Ricciardo's net worth will continue growing for a very long time, and there's a chance that his annual salary might even cross the $32 million mark. Well, what do you think about Daniel Ricciardo's racing expertise? Are you a fan, or do you think his racing is just average, and there are other players who deserve the $32 million salary more? Endorsement deals. We have already stated that Daniel Ricciardo's net worth is a little over $50 million, but how exactly does he make all this money? In addition to getting a massive salary, Daniel Ricciardo also gets a pretty huge chunk of money from his endorsement deals. Daniel Ricciardo has signed deals with some major brands like GoPro, Blue Cost, Puma, Carsales.com, and several other companies. Naturally, bringing a champion like Daniel Ricciardo to endorse the brand adds a lot of credibility to the brand, and also helps Daniel Ricciardo in further multiplying his net worth. Moreover, since 2017, Daniel Ricciardo has been working with one of the most premium hat companies, and will be launching a line of hats through his collaboration with Milan. This Milan and Daniel collaboration is bound to generate massive sales, and thus bring in massive revenue, making the company and Daniel Ricciardo even more rich. Lifestyle. With a net worth of over $50 million, it seems like Daniel Ricciardo can afford pretty much anything, and it's pretty clear that he does not shy away from buying the things that he adores. But what exactly does Daniel Ricciardo do with his money? Let's find out. While Daniel Ricciardo does like to maintain a low profile and is rarely spotted showing off his money, that does not necessarily mean that he has not raised his living standards. Living in Hollywood is a dream for most people, mostly due to the expensive cost of houses and the high maintenance cost associated with them. But when you have a $50 million net worth, it's pretty easy to turn this dream into a reality. Daniel Ricciardo owns a luxury bachelor pad in Beverly Hills, and has said that he resonates a lot with Los Angeles, and it reminds him of his home country, thus making it the perfect place for him to live in. It's reported that Daniel Ricciardo paid a total of $9 million for the house, and a couple $100,000 for renovating the house, according to his own preferences. Australians are pretty fond of beer, and for this reason Daniel Ricciardo co-founded his own brewery called Blue Coast. This brewery is located in the south of France, and has become quite popular. Being a race car champion, it's pretty obvious that Daniel Ricciardo would have a fondness for cars. This F1 champion owns a fleet of luxury cars. His cars are spread out through all the different homes that he owns. From Australia to Italy and America, Daniel Ricciardo has at least one luxury sports car in each home. His list of luxury cars includes the Porsche 918 Spyder, which cost him almost $1 million. The F1 driver also owns an Aston Martin Valkyrie, which is another limited edition car in his collection, and cost him around $3 million. Ricciardo also owns a McLaren 720S, and the car is reported to have cost him $500,000. Ricciardo also owns a Porsche 911 GT3 RS, which has costed him over $200,000. There are several other sports cars that Ricciardo owns and several other things that he likes to spend his millions on. How would you spend your money if you had more than $50 million?